welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandi.
Teddy, it's a huge week.
It's a big week.
It's a huge week. One, it's birthday week, and that is most important, okay?
Oh, I don't know about most important, but sure.
In our worlds, we're just going to say it's the most important thing this week. But also, again, not the most important thing this week. We have our new Taylor Swift album coming out this week.
We do. It's the Life of A Showgirl. I feel like I kind of wanted to start the podcast by being like, are you ready for it? But I didn't.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
When I was walking into the room to like sit down at the computer, I showed my husband like my Taylor Swift shirt and whatnot. And he goes, "Oh, you look ready." And I just like paused and looked at him and I said, "But are you ready for it?" Boom, boom. And he was like, "I'm leaving. Go record your podcast." And I said, "He's not ready for a road trip where he's going to be listening to Taylor Swift for 12 hours straight. He's certainly not ready for it."
No. Okay. No. I want to start the podcast today by asking you a question that I was asked in stream today. And we are recording this on Wednesday.
Okay.
We're going to put the podcast out tomorrow. So y'all are going to be hearing this on Thursday, a day early. That has nothing to do with the question. Anyway.
Can I ask you a question? Everything's just going to be
kiss you in a crowded room.
And all your friends were making fun of you.
And
it's just a question. Just ask me the question.
Okay. The question is, if you had to choose between sauces, like condiments,
okay,
like mayo, mustard. You don't like mayo or mustard, so that's a bad example. But like ketchup, barbecue sauce, sauces, like any like French onion dip, like any kind of sauce, you know?
Yep.
Or kissing your husband, and you could only have one for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Sauces.
That's easy, yeah.
There's not even a doubt in my mind that that's
not even answer. A doubt. No, I know. I said that too. And that question came up today, and I was like, I'm going to sound kind of crazy, but like sauce. And then somebody was like, remember French onion dip? And I said, oh, it's not even like a question.
Ranch. Right. French onion dip.
Right.
Teriyaki sauce.
Correct.
I literally could be offered nothing, and I would just choose nothing over kissing my husband for the rest of my life.
They were like, count me out.
Like, that's fine.
So
chocolate sauce. Come on. Caramel sauce. Let's talk sweet sauces now.
1,000%. Sheesh. So I texted my husband and asked him about this, and he replies, I said, if you had to pick giving up kissing me for the rest of your life or never eating sauces, condiments, meal sauces ever again, what would you rather give up? And he replies, I live in reality, neither.
What?
And I said, you're so boring. I replied and said, oh my God, hot sauce, French onion dip, ranch, none of it, or kissing. And then he replied, no kiss, I guess. So at least my husband's on the same page.
He'd pick sauce. I promise you, ask my husband that question this weekend, and I can guarantee you his answer, like verbatim, will be smooching my wife or something like that. That's exactly what he's gonna say.
Yes.
And I'm gonna get so annoyed because he's like a pest. He's just a gnat, and he knows it.
Yes.
That's exactly how he's gonna say it too.
And it really is.
Just to bother me. So I need you to ask him that just to like gauge the answer, because for me, sauce all the way. How did that even get brought up? Was that just like a random?
It was random. Mm-hmm.
You know what? We love the question a day. That was like, that's kind of fun. That caught me off guard. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. So that was the question. I just wanted to start with that. So speaking of, weekends, how was last for yours? Anything big, exciting, new?
Not really. It was another relaxing weekend. Actually, I had a lot of stuff to do with the preschool, which is like not very fun to talk about, but it was our first membership meeting, and the preschool we go to has like committees that you get assigned to. And so before the school year started, you get a Microsoft poll, or I don't know why I said Microsoft, like a Google Doc poll. And you have to rank the different committees based on your interest. So like which one you'd be most interested in joining versus the least, and like rank them 1 to 10.
Mhm.
And I mean, we're talking like finance, marketing, cleaning, building maintenance, social stuff, being the substitute teacher. It's like all of those things are like running the summer camp, those things, right? So I made my list, and the bottom two, like my least favorite, I was like, do not make me a substitute teacher. And do
I
not.
was just going to say, you as a substitute teacher would be so tragic.
No one wants me. No one wants that.
No.
I'm so glad we're on the same page. And I don't know anyone at this preschool. So like they don't know. And next to that, I was like, and no summer camp involvement. I was like, I want none of that. And then it was like finance and whatnot. And I put cleaning as my number one because I was like, sure, I'll go like clean. It's like bleaching toys and making sure everything's cleaned up. And I was like, that's great. I would love to clean. And it's not like every day. It's every so often. I put social committee, whatever. So you're like planning parties. I was like, that's fine. I'll join that. So it turns out I get to this meeting and apparently I filled out the form backwards. I did not pay enough attention to detail. So the way I filled it out was that I really wanted to be a substitute teacher and I really wanted to run summer camp. So I was never assigned a committee and I was like, oh, I'll probably be told which one I get like at the meeting. And so I went up to the president of the board and I was like, I never got my committee. Like, would you mind letting me know which one I was on? And she like pulls up her laptop and she was like, oh, yeah, we have a whole email thread because you are the only person who's ever been super excited about doing the summer camp and substitute teaching. So we have you on the list for that. And I was like, oh, great. Thank you.
You didn't say no?
Never met her before, never talked to her. I walked over to my phone, texted my husband and said, I think I'm being hazed. I said,
you also texted me.
I texted you guys and I was like, this can't be right. And when I get like
texted me.
I did. And when I get like doomsday information like that, I am internally holding back tears, like choking back tears, thinking that now my summer camp that I loved because my daughter was at it, now became me running it and planning all the summer camps all summer. And I was like, no, this can't be a thing. So the whole time I'm there for a couple of hours, I'm internally panicking already about next summer and what this means. And so we had to do like some cleaning up and I was chatting with some of the moms and I just started like laughing about it. I was like, yeah, I'm running summer camp. And they were like, yeah, you know, all the emails said you were really excited about it. And I was like, well, that's incorrect because I actually would never have said that. I was like, I actually would hate that. And I don't think anyone wants me doing it.
Also, what email chain is everyone else on that you're not on?
The board members. So these are the people who run all of the committees.
Okay.
And so two of the people who I was chatting with, we were bleaching toys together because we all wanted to clean up. It was a cleanup day, the fall cleanup. And I was like, I'm going to go sit and bleach toys because that's what I enjoy doing. And so I'm sitting with the moms. And apparently I was talking to two board members saying, I do not want to do this. I must have filled it out wrong because those are my last two options. And these sweet angels apparently went up to all the teachers and the president and said, there was a mistake. She's not doing summer camp. We're not doing that to her. Take her off it, please. And so these two sweet moms, and then they came back up to me. I didn't know they were doing that. And they were like, you're no longer doing that. Don't you worry. You can be on our social chair, whatever, like in our committee. And I almost cried in front of them. Because I was like, they had my back. I didn't know who they were, but they went and stood up for me and corrected my own mistake. But then I felt like a little complainer, kind of. I wish I would have like not, but I also saved myself a lot of stress. So
you saved your summer.
I did. I saved my sanity and my summer. And I'm proud of myself for protecting my peace. That's like a big quote in my head is protecting my peace. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I said something and I did tell them like I will do it with a smile. I will make sure that like I made the mistake. I didn't have the attention to detail I should have. And like I swear I did it right. Like I swear I did it right. But no one was mad at me. and no one like gave me a hard time about it. And so now I get to just like help plan parties. And I was like, oh, thank gosh. So that was my weekend. It was really stressful. I was like stress sweating, which is the worst kind of sweat, the whole time I was there. But it was okay. So that was my weekend. How was yours?
Listen, it was good. I had a good normal weekend. It honestly, it felt like the first like normal weekend that I've had in a long time, and it was really lazy. I had like a really lazy day Friday. I finished my Disney Dreamlight Valley Starpath Friday morning.
Oh,
no,
good.
I didn't. I worked on it Friday morning because
Okay.
I really I hadn't been playing the Starpath at all. I haven't been playing Disney much at all because of Palia and the new Palia update and ranching and everything. So I really haven't played much Disney in the last month or so. And I was like, I don't have this Starpath done. So I sat down and worked on it Friday morning for a bit. And then got some other work done, ran some errands, whatever. And then Saturday morning, sat down, also worked on the Starpath and got it finished.
Oh, nice.
But then literally like the rest of the day on Saturday, we were so lazy, we really didn't do anything. We like took the dogs for a walk. We just like had a really chill weekend. So it was like a real cave mushroom weekend. We binge watched an entire show on Netflix.
What? Which show? Was it good?
Wayward is what it was called.
Wayward.
Okay.
I haven't heard of it.
It was about like I think it's new on Netflix. It's a limited series, so I
Wayward.
think it was like 8 episodes.
Okay.
And it was about this like couple who moved into like the wife's hometown, sort of like back to the wife's hometown, sort of where like she came from. I don't know if it was like her hometown, but anyway, she like grew up there. And there's like a school there, like a reformatory school, but you're like, is it a cult? Is it a reformatory school? Are the kids being abused? Like it was like a psychological thriller sort of. And you're like, what is going on? What's happening here? So it was super interesting. Like I said, it was a limited series, so I think it was like 8 episodes maybe, and we watched the whole thing this weekend. But it was pretty good. And I don't think you would like it, but
I don't know. I'm reading it, and it sounds like it would at least grab your attention a bit. Like they're describing it as a thriller series, which I think would be fun. And there's secrets. Uncovering the town's dark secrets. I feel like that'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the other one? Hunting Wives or whatever it was. Yeah. I watched that and finished that, and I liked it. Like, interesting show, I guess. But
you might like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe I would watch it. Interesting. Okay, so you guys ran through that. That's a great weekend.
That's how I do shows. Like I run through shows like that. Like I will cruise through it. So I watched season 1 of The White Lotus 2 weekends ago. Yeah. And then this past weekend started season 2 with my husband. And so we've been watching season 2 of White Lotus.
Okay.
And those are definitely shorter because they're only, I think, 6 episodes per season. So they're really short, but I don't know. That's it. I haven't really, that's all the TV I watched. That basically was like my weekend, I think. I really didn't do a whole lot. I continued to WALK the boys every day. And I'm saying that because Roni is laying in the bed right next to me right now. And if he hears me say that word, because like this, it's like almost 4:30 when we're recording this. And this is the time that they go. And so I think routine. If he heard me say it, he would lose it. Yeah.
He'd be on edge for like the rest of the time that we're chit-chatting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I love a good relaxing weekend. I'm trying to think what else I did, but my husband was out golfing Friday and Saturday, so it was just my daughter and I hanging out. Oh, I saw my brother and like family, and they were doing a hockey draft. And so my brother and all of his friends were at my parents' house, and I don't know why that brought me back to like high school. Just being there, but I had my daughter there with me, so that was kind of interesting. But seeing his friends who I've known forever, and we had a little pizza party and all got to hang out, so that was fun. But I think I've just been like mentally prepping for what I want to bring this week and everything going on this week. So I've just been like counting down the days, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I've kind of been in the same headspace. Like I've just been like living for the future instead of living in the present over the last week, and not in a bad way, like in a way that like I'm excited for it.
Right.
But that I haven't been like making a lot of each of my days now because I'm like too excited for something to come. So not in a bad way, but just
whatever. Totally fine and totally understandable. I mean, you're doing something fun now. Teddy's sitting here unwrapping washi tape.
I am.
That's what Teddy is unboxing that.
I literally was like, so while we record the podcast, I'm going to organize my washi tape. So I'm organizing my washi tape as we talk.
She has her little like container out with a little stick. She's putting them on. Super, super fun. She's pulling out every strand of it to stick it to the end where you can like tear it.
I already did this one.
Stop it. That's hilarious. Do you like stack those on top of each other and leave them on your desk to use?
Yeah.
It's so aesthetically pleasing, isn't it? Oh, and you color coordinated them so nicely.
I did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Props to you.
I know.
Props to you.
I was sitting here talking. So speaking of like journaling and whatnot, I am so deep in the stationery hole. Like I'm having so much fun with it. I'm having a blast. I've got my Hobonichi notebook that I'm using just on like my daily to-do notebook. I've got obviously my Hobonichi journal that I've still been writing in every single day. I haven't missed a day. I mean, I have missed a day and I've had to like go back and like write for yesterday because whatever. I have to do like 2 days in a row.
Fair.
But I haven't like just entirely like missed a day. And I think I need to get it through my head that like if that happens, it's okay. Like that's
totally
fine.
Okay. I see people posting they miss like a week and will try their best to just like make up for it, you know?
Or just leave it blank. It's okay.
Right.
Like I think that's what I need to get over is that like there's this pressure to do it if I can't make it happen.
Right.
And like that I have to go back and fill it in. And I don't think that's true. I think it's okay to have a blank couple weeks in your planner or in your journal. Just pick back up. And I think that's where I in the past have always gotten trapped is like, oh, well, I missed a month, so guess I'm just going to have to start a whole new journal. And that obviously cannot happen here.
It's so true. It's so valid. Like you miss a couple months and then you see a new one and you're like, oh, I might as well just get this. So
because I
totally get
one.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I saw someone do actually? Someone made a post about like how to get out of burnout when it comes to that type of thing. And she had said that she was feeling sick for like a whole week or a couple of days. And so she missed a few days. And so for 4 of them, she literally cut the page to make it spell out the word sick. So one page was an S, the next page was an I. And so it was a fun like art project for her. Instead of having to journal and catch up, she got to do something else to like make it fun and different without having to go like sit and jot stuff down or write things down and make a spread and make things look good. I thought that was a cute idea. So
yeah, I love that idea.
Okay,
yeah,
so you've been keeping up with it.
I have. I've been keeping up with it. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I still am like deep in on journaling and stationery, TikTok, whatever. And I think it was like Saturday night, maybe I was laying in bed watching TikToks and I started getting videos of fountain pens. And I saw one online that some girl was writing with and it wrote really well and it was beautiful. And she was like talking about how much she loved this pen. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think I want to get that. So it's, mind you, 1:30 a.m. And I have been making some late night purchases lately.
Okay.
I don't know what has gotten into me. I'm not a shopper. I never really have been. But over the last couple of weeks, like randomly, I'll be like, ooh, kitty stickers. And I'll order like some $8 stickers or whatever. Like it's never like, oh, I'm spending a ton of money, like hundreds of dollars or anything. Or even like, $80. I'm not spending that much. It's like $15 and under has been like my, I'm going to buy it at late at night type of purchase. So I'm laying there. I see this fountain pen and I was like, ooh, I want to try that fountain pen. So I type it into Amazon and it is a $175 fountain pen.
She's steep. Is it made of gold?
And I closed out that tab and said, I'm not buying that.
I'm proud of you.
Who do you think I am?
I'm proud of you.
I didn't get the
Okay.
fountain pen, but after watching those TikToks, I just kept getting fed more and more and more fountain pens.
Mm-hmm.
I did end up talking about it with some friends on stream earlier this week, like Monday, I think. And so I just have been in this like, oh, and then I texted you and I said, I really want a fountain pen. And you said, bleep, starting with a B, I got you one. Like you have one.
I was so mad at you. I was like, I bought you
were
one
like,
a year ago.
Bought you one. What do you mean you want one? And I said, oh yeah.
I was so mad.
And I dug it out. I found it. I had it in the top drawer of my shelf in my bedroom. It was in the top drawer with the ink right next to it with the little notebook you got me, all sitting right there. So I pull it out and I was like, I really like this. So I would like to say I went from having 0 fountain pens on Sunday to now having 3.
Okay. I'm not judging that because fountain pens get me. So I can't judge
Do they?
that.
Yes. How many do you have?
1, 2. Hang on. I have 2 in that cup.
Shuffle.
Sorry.
No, I don't care. It's just hearing you digging around.
4.
Okay. So
myself.
I need you to. The 4 is very reasonable.
It's not bad, and I've had a couple for a while, so we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
So what ones do you have, and what do you like?
Let me tell you about this.
You got me, and I think you got yourself the same one about a year ago. The Kaweco Sport.
Correct. So I got us the Kaweco Sport. It might have been when we went to Kelsey Ballerini, so it might have been like April this year or January. Yeah. I don't remember. It was one of the times I drove down.
Yeah.
The Kaweco Sport I got us. I don't remember if I got us the same nibs. Like if they're pretty thick, so I actually don't use my Kaweco that much because it's almost too inky and too thick. So I don't use that one that often, but I think it's beautiful. Like I think it's a pretty pen.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It doesn't say on there. I think it's probably like a medium nib.
Right. And does yours write really thick? Like it releases a pretty good amount of...
Yeah.
Okay. So my other favorite one, this is one I use most if I do use them, and it's the Lamy Safari.
Okay.
And so it's like this pink Lamy, and I just liked this one because it was pink, and I got this at the store with those Kawecos.
Okay.
And I had this lady helping me. She was really nice, and I just kind of geeked out over them with her. But my honest favorite to write with is one I just bought that you can get on Amazon for $10. And I love it because it's a fine nib and it writes great. And it's the Pilot Kakuno.
Got it.
And it's just that plain. And so I have 2 of these.
Okay.
And they're just simple. They're easy to use and they write like a pen and I love them. So that's my favorite one so far. Okay. But anyways, and $10 on Amazon, do it.
Yeah, the Kakuno's not bad. No. Okay. So I have obviously the Kaweco Sport that you got me.
Yep.
And then this was yesterday, I said, I want to go just run down to the stationery store that I love here in town. I know they have fountain pens and I'm just going to go like test some out and like try writing with some because this one is pretty thick. It does have like a pretty thick tip to it. Yep. And I was like, I want to go see if I like the feel of like a finer tip and see if I like the, the paper to ink, whatever. And I go down there and she was like, yeah, I do have a couple of them. And she showed me like a couple of options. And she was like, she's like, I think this would be a good, like easy start one for you because it's inexpensive and it's like, it'll be a good starter one. And it's the Platinum Preppy. So she got me this one and I bought it. And I think this is either a fine tip or a medium tip. I think it's probably fine. Platinum Preppy.
I'm pulling these up because I like
it's definitely more fine than the Kaweco.
Okay.
So I think the Kaweco is probably a medium tipped.
I think it is. And
then I think this Preppy Platinum is a fine tip.
Okay.
Which I think is the most common, is fine.
Yes. And I think that's what the Kakunos are too, the pilot
Okay.
ones. And that's
Okay.
what I have preferred for like daily journaling. I think that's better for headers or like a bold, something you want bolded to go up to a medium nib, but it does have like a lot of ink that comes out.
Yes. Yeah.
Cute.
So,
Okay, that one's
so
great.
I got that one, and it was only like I bought this one, the preppy, the platinum preppy. I bought this
cute.
from her. I think it was like $8 or $9. It's just like a basic white fountain pen. It's cute. So then she said, I don't know if you know this, but downtown there is a fountain pen store, and they like are experts in fountain pens. And I said, what? And she said, yeah. And I said, is it new? And she said, no, it's been there for a few years. And I said, what? Dude,
what?
There is a fountain pen store downtown in the city that I live in. And it is, I have walked by this store 1,000 times.
What?
So many times. I have walked past this store. And so I go down there. I drive downtown.
Okay.
I get a little parking spot. I walk on in, and it is the fanciest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh,
you
goodness.
Walk in, it was like a jewelry store. Like they had like glass display cases. They had thousands of pens in there, but it was fanciest thing I've ever seen. It was so fancy. So I go in there, and right as I walk in, there's like a guy standing there in like really nice outfit. And he's like, how can I help you?
Oh, no.
And I'm in like a t-shirt, just like leggings,
I want
flopping
a fountain
around
pen.
my little like clogs. Yeah. And I was like, well, I just wanted to like come in and like chat about fountain pens. Like I have a couple, but I'm kind of new to them. And I just want to like try some stuff out at blah, 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 blah. So he took me over to this brand of pens. And he said, I think this would be a good brand for you. It's a flip flap and Lammy.
That's the one.
Yes.
Yes.
So he took me over to the Lammies.
Yup.
And said, this would be a good one for you. So he's like, we're basically going to build this pen for you.
Gorgeous.
And so he walked me through, just like the lady helped you with your Lammy.
Yes.
This guy helped me with my Lammy. And he said, and I hope I'm saying Lammy right. I hope it's Lammy.
From what I was saying too and thought it was Lammy. Yes.
Okay. So, he has me hold the Safari versus the All-Star.
Okay.
All-Star.
Oh.
And the Safari is the one you have. And then the All-Star is the one that I ended up getting.
Okay.
And it's the same pen, but mine is aluminum instead of plastic.
Okay. Oh,
so
fancy.
it's just a little bit heavier. And so I was like, ooh, I like the weight of the aluminum one. And he was like, I know. And it's only an extra $6. And I was like, okay. So I got this one. And for everyone, it's like a gold. It's just like a classic, like gold. It's like a shiny light brown gold color. So what was cool though, was that I said, I am really picky with my pens, and I like a really, really fine tipped pen.
Right.
And so he let me try a medium nib, a fine nib, and then an extra fine nib. And so what he did was swap this pen to an extra fine nib before I bought it. And then I also got some ink for it, because the ink that came in it was blue. And I'm like, I'm not writing with blue ink.
That's what came with mine too, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah. So I ended up getting I just got some black ink. It was like $3.
Yeah.
And I got this cute little Lammy pen. So I haven't even used it yet. I truly haven't even stuck the ink cartridge in, because it feels like such a commitment.
Yes. It's a scary thought, honestly, because I don't know how to do it. Yeah.
So I have not put... It's just the ink cartridge. Like I didn't get the like adapter thing where you can like get ink from a bottle or anything, because I know that there's like I don't remember what they were calling it, like a converter or something.
Okay.
That you use where you can like just pull ink out of like the ink bottle, and you can buy special inks. That felt too intimidating for me, and I said, I just give me the cartridges for now. It's $3. Like that's going to be easier. A bottle of ink was like $25.
Right.
And then you have to buy the converter thing, and I said, that's too much. Just give me the $3 cartridges.
Right.
So all that to say, I now have 3 fountain pens. So I have a extra fine, a fine, and a medium. And I think that's
amazing.
I think it's a great start.
I think so. They're just really fun to, well, one that you can customize them, right? And like change the nibs. But I feel like they just make writing, it's like romanticizing writing.
1,000%.
You know what
it
I
feels
mean?
more elegant.
Yes. Okay. Now that you said that, I don't know what this is a different one that I just remembered I have. I don't know. It's from Amazon. It doesn't say anything. It's a fine nib, but I have no ink in it, and I don't know what kind of ink it takes, so it's just sitting here.
Uh-oh.
Don't know what it is. It is. I've never used it because it just sits in a case, and it's not, I don't know.
So are you using your fountain pens on like a daily basis? Do you use them in your Hobonichi?
I have been using the Kakuno in here most because it is a fine tip and the ink is black, whereas my other ones are like thicker and blue. So I might need to make a trip to this fountain pen store.
I know. So yes, here's what I was thinking. So we are going to spend some time together this weekend, and we're not going to talk about that yet. But I was thinking maybe Friday we could like pop into both we can pop into the stationery store I love, and then we could also pop into the fountain pen store.
Best day ever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm also looking at this, and I'm out of ink in this one. I just tried writing, and I can't. No, because the lady made me all stressed out about changing an ink cartridge once it runs out. You have to like clean stuff. And
yeah, the guy yesterday taught me how to do it too. But we can take it in, and if you get the same ink, I'm sure you don't have to clean it.
That's true.
The guy that I talked to yesterday, he said with these lammies, he recommends changing or cleaning it out like every 2 to 3 cartridges. Like if you go through like 2 or 3 cartridges, then just wash it out so that it doesn't get like gummy inside.
That makes sense.
So if you've only used 1 cartridge of it, you're probably fine. Just stick a new cartridge in.
Okay, that's what
he said. It only needs to be cleaned out like every 2 or 3. And he was like, just let water run through it, whatever. He told me how to do it. But if that's your first, you should be fine to just plug a new one in, I would say.
Okay, good to know. Isn't it? So it's so like the fact that the store is so fancy, they're dressed up so nice. That's exactly how the store I went to was in Cincinnati, actually. It's when I was driving to see you, and they're so like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just so educated on all things fountain pens. I look up to it so much. I think it's really cool that people are just so smart when it comes to these things, and there's stores dedicated to writing with them. I just think that's very cool to think about. So you're gonna have to show me where this store is, because I'm like, I will.
What? I just sent you the link to the web. They have like basically this place. I think they're most known for selling things online. Like they're a big. I sent it in the podcast chat. They have like a very popular website where I think they do a majority of their sales, and then they have like the storefront in my town too. And so they have like a big like website. Yeah, they've got so much stuff.
Oh, and like, okay, the first one I pull up is $1,700.
Right. And I'm going in there like, can I spend $30?
Right. Can I spend like $10, please?
Yeah.
Oh, what do we have to do one day to justify? Oh my gosh, there's an espresso martini one. What do we have to do one day to justify buying like a really nice pen?
I know.
Like we should set ourselves a goal. Oh my gosh, this one is gorgeous. We should set a goal one day to like, maybe if we finish our journals for next year or something, we can reward ourselves with like a really nice fountain pen.
Yeah.
I don't know. There
are so many on there, but they also carry nuts. Like the Kakuno, right? Isn't that what you said? They have like Kakuno. They have Lammy. Like they had some lower end ones as well.
Nice.
But then they also have like
more
some
my,
that are. They also have hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollar ones. So it was just like a really fun experience. It was like fun to go in there and learn about it, and it'd be a fun, I think,
I'm
trip.
so glad you did that. I think it is fun. It's fun to go learn about. So I'm like getting, this is a Tiffany blue fountain pen. It's like gold and Tiffany blue, and it's almost $2,000. And I'm just like, my jaw's dropping
Oh my
at
goodness.
the beauty that these pens are. Oh my gosh, over $3,000. Wait, I got a filter over $3,000. Oh my gosh, there's not even diamonds on it. I wish it were diamonds like
There's
encrusted
not even
in it.
diamond.
This one's $5,000. This one's $7,000. It's jade. It's literally jades. Oh my gosh, I'm exiting out of here.
Yeah,
I
when I
just think
tell
it's
you, like,
cool.
I walked in there with my leggings on and was like, "Hi,
Can I please
I'm new
see?
to this. Can you teach me?"
Show me the David Oscarson Win Las Vegas fountain pen, please. Yes, it's the $7,000 one. Yes, I mean that while I'm wearing my Birkenstocks. You know?
Right,
Oh my
right.
gosh. Who buys that? I wonder if that's what Taylor Swift like writes her lyrics with.
It very well could be.
The Kakuno, I will say, it's $10 and I love it. They sell it at Barnes & Noble too. So it's cute. It's fun. It has a smiley face on it. I love it. You got me into a lot of other pens. I have
Like
one
ballpoint pens, yeah.
Yep. One ballpoint pen that I use, my favorite one that I use day to day, I only have one of, and I need more of them because it cracked, but it's my favorite pen.
Okay, what is it?
I'm pulling it out. It is a Pentel, so it's by Pentel, and it's the Energel
I'm obsessed with those.
Klena.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I am obsessed with this pen, but it's cracked and it's a 0.4 size, so it writes really fine. And I just need more of these.
0.4 is not fine for me. That is
really
not,
what is your
no,
fine?
Just you. Okay, so one of my favorites has been the Pentel Energel needle tip. It's a 0.3.
Oh.
These have been my favorite pens for like probably the last year and a half.
Okay.
Even prior to journaling. So these Pentel Energel needle tip 0.3 millimeters have been my favorite. I have been using the Uniball, and I really do like those. Yep. Those are 0.38.
Yes, these are, they're a little thick, I will say.
I feel like 0.38. They're not they're thinner than the 0.4 that you have, but they're, for me, seem thicker.
Oh, I have a 0.7, that's why.
Oh.
I'm like, this is a thick boy.
No, yeah, the Uniballs that I have are 0.38.
Okay. You got me onto those. I'd never seen the Uniball, these chunky ones.
Uh-huh.
I bought one of those, and that's a thinner one.
Okay. I was going to say, and I can give you, because I just got an order in today. I have 4 of the Uniballs now, so I can give you one of them if you want one of them. Of the, like, smaller ones.
You know what's going to be hilarious is
what?
We are going to be sitting together, like in our own world, scribbling with pens.
Yeah,
look at this one, try this one, try
about
this
millimeters, and our husbands are going to be like, what the heck?
I am dying. This, I think, I can't stand it, so I'm going to give this to you. It's
the micron?
It's 0.25, and I don't even know how to write. Do you see that?
Yes. Okay. So let me tell you though, microns are different. So I don't really like micron pens. I use those for like outlining tip. And stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't love those for like just like writing.
Right.
However, just this week, they arrived in the mail 2 days ago. Got this pen from Amazon. It's a pack of 5 pens. I got it from Amazon, and I think it was $8 for the pack of 5 pens. It is a Pilot. It's got Japanese all over the side, so I don't exactly know. It just says Pilot Japan. It's a Pilot High-Tech C, and it's a ballpoint pen that is a 0.25 millimeter. This is the finest tip ballpoint pen I have ever written with in my life, and I can give you one of these too because I bought a 5-pack and I don't need 5 of them, and they were only $8 for all 5. But I'll give you one of these too. I think if you like a really fine tipped pen, you will really like this. The Pilot High-Tech C 0.25. And it is certainly a little bit scratchier when you write because it has such a fine tip.
Yes.
And so like the finer tip you get, it's going to feel scratchier. It's not going to feel as like fluid on the paper.
Right.
However, it's obviously, for me, I think my handwriting looks so much better in a fine tip.
I agree.
So I I got this and I'm obsessed with it.
I'm excited to try them.
And so I'll show you that one as well when you get here.
I'm
But
so
like,
excited.
hold on, where is my cell phone? I'm going to send you a picture. Anyway, I have just been like geeking out over these flippin' pens lately. And it's like, how is all of my, like, that's what I'm spending money on is pens.
But that's okay. That's totally fine. Someone is dropping $2,000 on a pen. At least
that's
you're
true.
buying like
and
a
I'm getting
bunch
the
of
$8
smaller
ones on Amazon. Right.
Yeah, we're okay. We're all right.
So I just sent you a picture to your cell phone.
I'm so
And
excited
the
to look.
top, it was my notes from yesterday from Disney.
Okay.
Pumpkins, trumpet flowers, monarch butterflies, DDV moonstones. That's all Disney stuff.
Yes.
But that is with the 0.25.
Up top.
Yep. And then below where I wrote hello is with a fine tipped fountain pen. Just for comparison.
What? You need to put like a medium, like the Kaweco under it, because I feel like it would look ginormous
so
how
bigger.
thick it would look.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Uniballs, the one piece, so I guess any of them, they hold the Guinness Book of World Records. That's what it's called, right? They hold the Guinness Book of World Records for the darkest black ink. Did you know that?
No.
Out of any pen on the market that you can buy, this is the most pigmented, darkest ink. And so that's why people really like it. Yes. And so if you write with it next to other like just black ballpoint pens or whatever, it's significantly darker than any other pen. And I was comparing it to a lot of people, like in Hobonichi groups, recommend the brand Zebra, the Sarasa clips. If you write with that and then compare it to the Uniball ones, it is wild. It looks gray, like a graphite color compared to how dark the other ones are.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Wow. Okay. We just said the same thing.
That's
you know those
medium.
TikToks? Yes. This is wild.
Yeah. So it's like 0.25 and then a fine tipped fountain pen and then a medium tipped fountain pen.
Yes. I think that the thickness of what you're like a writing utensil, to me, it's like, what am I doing? If I'm just writing something in a smaller space, I want a finer tipped pen. If I have a lot of space or I'm writing like a title or want to write in cursive or calligraphy, whatever, then I'll use those thicker pens. So I think it is good to have a mixture of them. And I think it keeps things like unique.
Wow.
And
this Uniball
different.
really does have black ink.
Isn't it
I'm
wild?
like, I just wrote on the same piece of paper that I've been writing on and like comparing it to the other ones. Like the other ones look like gray.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? I read about that and I was like, it's so true. And so I really have started to like them because of how dark the ink is. It's so fun. It's fun to compare them all.
I'll just give you one of like the normal size. So it's not like the fat, chubby, short one, but so that it's like the tall, skinny one. Yes. I'll give you one of the tall, skinny ones with the 0.3 millimeter. Because mine, I don't have any that are as thick as the one you have.
And mine are all 0.7.
Yeah, that's too thick for me.
Like swapsies because what is this one? Why do I have so many of these, but I don't know what they are? No, these are all 0.7, and that's probably why I don't like them. So it makes sense now. Thank you for explaining that. We talked a lot about pens.
We did, sorry.
Teddy's over here like
the week.
Literally playing with all of our stuff.
Literally,
like,
look
we
at
have
all
our
these
pencil
pens
pouches.
I have in my hand. I got issues.
This is just nightmare.
I've got my tapes and my pens.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to zip this up and just throw it down on the ground.
Okay.
It's gone.
In other news, pens for like 30 minutes. Okay. In other news, I don't have a lot. Like I said, I briefly talked about Disney because I played Disney the last couple of days. I got my Starpath finished and we're recording this on Wednesday. And today, the Disney Dreamlight Valley update came out, Return to Beast's Castle, where we got Cogsworth and Lumiere. So I know you haven't played it yet because you've had a busy day. But I played it a little bit today on stream,
Mm-hmm.
and it was fun. I will say, I think it was a little bit of like a, I don't know, not more easygoing. It was just a little bit less exciting of a month, in my opinion, because
Mm-hmm.
it's a realm that we've already been to.
Right.
You know, like do you have Beast in
I
Bell yet?
don't,
Okay.
but I remember you saying like you're returning to something you've already explored.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like we've already been in that. We've already been into that door. So it's like an area that we're familiar with, and we're just running around the same area again. So it's like,
Right.
in my opinion, a little less exciting. And that's fine. It's totally fine. That happens. It's a free update to a game. So I'm not mad about it. All I really explored today was I did get Lumiere and Cogsworth into my valley. I did the like quests for them in their realm to get them to move into my valley. And then I started on the Starpath. So starting today, we had a whole new premium shop, which is very, very, very heavily Halloween based.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So last week we kind of had more autumn items in the premium shop. And this week we have more Halloween items.
Like jack-o'-lanterns and like.
Yes. Like big scary mansion skins, like the castle skin released today, which is really cool. But yeah, it was very Halloween based, like very Nightmare Before Christmas kind of esque.
Okay.
Which a lot of people are really excited for. So many people in stream are like, yes, I bought everything. Like so many people are excited about it.
Yeah.
And I think you agree with me, am not a Halloween girl. Like,
no.
I love Halloween. I do. I think it's fun. But I'm not a big Halloween decorator.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
So
I decorate for fall, not necessarily Halloween.
So I think it's fun, but it's not the kind of stuff that I want to. It's me personally, because I think I'm in the minority here. Like I do not. I think it's overwhelmingly positive. I think everybody's really excited about this stuff, and I think that a lot of people are buying a lot of stuff in the premium shop this week. It's just personally not for me. Like I'm just not a big Halloween decorator.
Yeah. And that's okay. Everyone's allowed to have their own things, you know.
Totally. So, the premium shop, I didn't get anything from it. I am a little bit tempted to get the castle skin, just because it's the first time we've ever had a castle skin. And I think the mechanic is really cool.
I agree. I think it looked, again, we talked about this, a week or two ago. It just sets the stage of like, what else could this be? And it sets the vibe. So if you did want to decorate for fall, there's some Halloween-y-esque items without having to get like super into it and buying all the rest of them, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I really liked that. It's 3,000 moonstones. So I didn't buy it right away. I don't know if I will. We'll see. What I did spend money on was the new Starpath. So we got the new Starpath, the Witchful Thinking Starpath. And I like it. I do think it's cute. It's again, it's a little bit more Halloween-y, but I think why I like it is because it feels a little bit more witchy instead of like
Nightmare Before Christmas. Like it makes sense. I understand. I can visualize the different. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's like bookcases with like vials and stuff.
Right.
As opposed to like Nightmare Before Christmas cars. That sort of thing. Right. You know? So it's just a different, there's like, I think I'll use those materials more. And if I were to decorate for Halloween, I think that's the vibe I would lean towards over like a Jack Skellington vibe.
For sure.
So I got the Starpath, and I will say I started it. I think it's going to be another really easy one. It seems like they kind of did the Starpath from last month, like the same duties, where it's super simple, which is fine because I was able to get through the last one in 3 days. Like I did 3 days of gameplay and got through it. And so, it wasn't all in a row because I was scrambling at the end to do it. But I remember at the start of last Starpath, I played a day on stream and then I took the entire month off basically to play Palea. And then I did the last 2 days. I finished the Starpath in the last 2 days. So that's like a total of 3 days. And today I worked on it a little bit, and I probably got as much done today as I did the first time the time I played last month. And so I really think it's going to be another really quick one.
And I mean, that, in my opinion, I think that's okay because we know that there's a bigger update coming next month too.
Absolutely.
A really big one. So like maybe you want to save that up or make it easier to get through so you can prep yourself for grinding when that comes out, when there's like new stuff to get into and spend the time on. So
yeah,
I get that.
I don't know how I feel about the Starpath changes overall. Like if this is the pattern they're going to continue, indefinitely. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. We'll see. It's nice, I think, for some people to be able to really get through it quickly. Because I know that not everybody has a ton of time to sit down and put hours and hours and hours into a Starpath. Like, I think you as a parent who only get to play for like an hour or two each night, this is much more like friendly for a player like you.
Totally more manageable if I'm going to spend
totally
money
more
on
manageable.
It.
Absolutely. Or for people who like, full-time jobs and can only play an hour or two at night. Like, I think it's much more manageable and much more realistic for people to be able to get that done over the course of a month as opposed to like a really long one. I think there's a lot of people who, I do this full-time for my job. And so I love the extra content. I love when things take a little bit longer. And I know that there are people who, even if they aren't, like, even if they have the time and put a ton of hours into the game, like, want it to be a little bit longer too, know?
And more challenging. You want more of a challenge.
Yeah. I think there's a case for both sides. We'll see how it goes.
Sure was like a middle ground or like some way to make it go one way or the other and just meet everyone in the middle.
Yeah. I will say right now, it's not something that's like making me upset. I'm not like upset that it's too easy, you know?
But over time, if this is how they're all going to be, then that's one thing.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I need more to work on, please.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it. I haven't even looked at this castle. So if I do, I need to probably get Beast and Belle first before I do anything else. You know what I was wondering? I'm curious if they ever add another like villain to the storyline or if this is a super successful drop, let's call it, of the castle skin and all of the Halloween-y items, Mr. Oogie Boogie. He could be like a really fun ad where maybe he gets a night, maybe there's like a realm where he becomes the villain or something. And he would be a really cool character. As much as I dislike him, he would be really cool. Like, I mean, he's a sack of like nothing, right? He's a potato sack, like just sacking around.
Think he's like garbage or something. Yeah. He is Nightmare Before Christmas though. So,
right. What am I thinking? He is.
No, you're
though,
thinking
right?
Oogie Boogie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Nightmare Before Christmas. So we have Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas in the game, but like I don't know. They just kind of showed up. Like their house showed up. Like they didn't have a door. So I think if we got Oogie Boogie, he probably would have to come like a similar way. Like I don't think he would get like a realm and a door. But you know how like their house just showed up in the Forgotten Lands and we had to like figure out why that was there or whatever.
Yeah, there's like something on a tree and whatnot.
Yeah. So I think if we got him, it would probably have to be in a similar way. But I definitely think that'd be fun. That'd be funny
cool
to see him like
character ad.
Yeah, he would be a cool
scooting
character
around the little Forgotten Lands. He would be kind of fun.
I think of you every time I see him.
I kind of laugh internally when I see him. And like I see a lot of him around Halloween time, obviously, and I'm always like,
what did you call him?
I have no idea. Sackman. I don't know. Something really bad. Ghoul. Mr.
Ghoul.
Like it was Ghoul Goblin or something.
It was the Ghoul. It was the Ghoul. We were
Mr.
at Disney,
Oogie Boogie.
and you just kept pulling the Ghoul.
I'm so mad. That was the worst.
I don't
It was
even
the
remember
suitcase
what I got.
pin. You got like Belle. Or so, it was like a princess.
Belle. Yeah.
They were suitcase blind box pins. And I was like,
Belle.
any but the Ghoul. The Ghoul is who I pulled. And I traded him. I shouldn't have, but I did.
No, I know. That would have been fun.
Oogie Boogie. I think if he ever comes to the Valley, I would invite him.
Absolutely.
Maybe I would just summon him to a different area at some point, but like I would definitely be excited to get to know him a little bit better. I've never seen those movies actually, so maybe I should watch that too.
Yeah,
and get to
they're
know
tough
him.
for me because I think they're tough for a lot of people. I only watched it recently, like within the last year or two, Nightmare Before Christmas, because
Yeah.
it's like it's like, is it Halloween or Christmas?
Yeah, it's like maybe
Like, it's
watch
kind
it
of a
on like
weird
October
blend.
29th
Yeah,
or
like,
something, like
in the middle. I don't know.
before like Christmas vibes start, but like
Mhm.
just before Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That is interesting. That's why
It's
I
an
was
odd
like,
blend.
am I right or wrong to think that these are in the same movie?
Yeah, no, they
But
are. Yeah.
interesting. Okay, well, I'm glad that you've played it. Cogsworth and Lumiere, am I saying that right? I feel like they'd be fun to see walking
They're
around.
Mm-hmm.
So
A little
I'll have
clock
to
and a
play.
little candelabra. Yeah, they're cute. They're goofy.
It's that's how I feel about Buzz and Woody. I think my favorite thing about the game, I always laugh out loud, like actually LOL, whenever I'm running around and I see Buzz. He like catches me off guard and he's running around with his arm out and he's like tapping his laser beam on his watch
Oh, yeah.
band.
Yeah.
And he's like checking everything in the area. And I'm like, you are such a terrible superhero. Like, what are you doing? That's a
Yeah.
rock. Like,
You're
come
that's
on.
so not helpful.
You're so not right doing that. But, you know what? I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Woody's house is a rundown carousel.
Yeah.
Do I fix that up? Does it ever look prettier? Or does it
Yes.
stay? Okay.
Yeah.
I really want it to be like a cute carousel because I love a good carousel. But I'm like, this is terrible. Like we've got to work on this a little bit. So it's been like a question of mine since I've placed his home in my valley. Will this get fixed?
Yeah,
because
it does.
it's rough. Okay.
It
Okay,
does,
good to
yeah.
know.
I think
need
it
to
must be
play
a part
it.
of a quest at some point.
Thank goodness, because I'm like,
Yeah.
You're going to get the boot pretty soon here if this is going to look like this. We need to get some paint cans out.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets better.
Okay.
Okay.
good to know.
I think we dive into the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room. It's show business, but is it?
It's
Showbiz.
showtime, baby.
I wanted that to sound better than it did.
That's okay.
I'm like, I feel for some reason, I feel like I am prepping for the Eras tour.
I know. Same.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
have this
it's
same
same vibe.
feeling,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. And I think that's why I'm getting so emotionally excited because I'm like, why are you laughing? Teddy is over there.
Of you.
That's so mean.
Listen, you have 2 boas on, and you have for the last hour and a half.
I'm really excited. I feel like we're going to the Eras tour. I have my bracelets on. I have boas on. I got my shirt on. I'm just like, I was driving around and I told you this before we recorded. All of a sudden, Ready For It came on and I was like, yes, I'm ready. And I turned it up loud and the bass on that song is so loud and so
Boom,
significant. And I was
Yeah.
driving down our little main street and I was like, everyone hear this. And I teared up. And that just makes me so nervous for the next couple of days because I'm just going to be a teary mess of just happiness and excitement, you know?
Yeah, I'm nothing but excited. I think,
Yeah.
like, I know I'm gonna like this album. I
Mhm.
know I'm gonna like it. It's gonna be great. I think I went into the Tortured Poets department with a little bit more hesitation on, is this gonna be my vibe?
Yeah.
Than I am with this one. Like,
Mhm.
I truly, with most Taylor Swift albums, I feel like every album that I ever listened to, initially I'm like, I don't know.
Mhm.
You know, like I go into it with okay. Yeah, like I liked it. And then the more I listen to it, the more I love it. The more I fall in
Mhm.
love with it. So the more and more I listen to it. But the songs that I always like that kind of like catch me are the more pop upbeat songs. So like
Yes.
when I listened to the Tortured Poets department for the first time, the ones that really called out to me were But Daddy, I Love Him
Mhm.
and I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Right.
And those are 2, in my opinion, and Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. But
Yep.
I feel like I Can Do It With a Broken Heart was my number 1 favorite song off of that album initially. It's not
Right.
anymore. It's
Right.
not anymore my favorite song.
Like
But
upon first listen.
upon first listen, I Can Do It With
Mhm.
a Broken Heart was my favorite song.
Mhm.
And that's obviously like the poppiest, most like traditional pop Taylor Swift song on the album. And so I think we're going to see a lot more of that on this album. Predictions, guessing. So I think that my first impressions I think I'm going to like it.
I think so too. I mean, we've obviously heard this is a more poppy album. And I remember when we were first listening to Tortured Poets, the first, 11 or so songs, we were like, these are good. Like, we like these. And I just, for some reason, I'm like, there's only 12 songs on this album. They're probably just perfected and were combed through. And I have high hopes, and I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's like, if I should just like tone myself down a little bit. But I feel like it's going to be not jazzy, but I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to In the Eras tour when they start singing I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, and there's like the show tunes,
it's
and
very
it's like and it's like
Mhm.
jazzy 20s, and I feel, especially with Sabrina Carpenter being on one of the songs and her last album, that was a big vibe of hers I got too.
With
Were a lot
Showgirl,
of yes. And so if that's the vibe, it's gonna be amazing. And like going to the movie theaters and seeing this and like knowing there's so much going on for the next like week or two after the album releases, it's just the excitement's there again, and it feels like nostalgic for the Eras tour again, and like dates that we were clowning for, not even when we were at the show, but being like, this is going to be a big one. She might announce like Speak Now Taylor's version, and even just on a screen getting excited watching a stream. Ugh, I'm getting feathers in my mouth as I'm talking, bouncing around right now. But oh my God, I covered Hobby Lobby's counter. Do you see my shirt?
Yes.
They're all over.
All over.
Itchy, but I think it's going to be a blast, and I'm excited to just totally lean into it and embrace the excitement that we have for this. A very Taylor-filled week, and now I'm destroying my carpet.
A very Taylor-filled week. And so I think before we get too into Taylor and what's to come this weekend, just so everyone knows, like my birthday is on Friday. And so it perfectly lined up with the release of The Life of a Showgirl. And we always like to hang out on our birthdays. Like you come here, I go there. Like we like to hang out on our birthdays.
Yes.
And so the thought was like, you're coming down here for the weekend, and it just all perfectly lined up that like we get Showgirl, it's my birthday weekend. So you are coming down tomorrow night, which is Thursday night. And are coming down with your husband. We are going to hang out tomorrow night, make some bracelets, chill. I think we throw the Eras tour movie on in the background.
Gorgeous plan.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And then we listen to the album at midnight. Do whatever we got to do. Taylor said we'll be up until 4. I will have coffee.
I'm nervous.
I don't know. No clue what's to come. I don't know if we'll actually be up until 4. I told my husband, I think we may be up until 4. Taylor said we'll be up until 4. And he said, if you stay up until 4 a.m., you are going to ruin the next day for yourself. I said, I know. So
it's so true.
So I don't know what's going to happen. But we then Friday, maybe we go a little stationery shopping. We chill, have a chill
morning.
Be
so tired and play with pens.
And then we have tickets to the premiere of A Showgirl at 3:30 p.m.
The soiree
of a lifetime. You made us t-shirts.
I did. I made us some t-shirts.
Boas. And we are going to go to the movies.
We are going to go to the movies so hard.
We're going to go to the movies so hard. We are not going to get the mother of all combos, because that is a pathetic combo. Thank you, AMC or Regal or whoever you are.
Listen, that's not a Taylor choice, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. She wouldn't approve of that.
No. Small popcorn.
No. Sour gummy crawlers. No, thank you.
So we are not getting the mother of all combos. We're going to get a large bucket of popcorn. Actually, we're going to take our Taylor Swift buckets.
I got mine here ready to go.
Yep. Which one are you bringing? The black handled one or the metallic pink one? Metallic pink. Okay.
Aluminum.
Aluminum, baby.
The aluminium.
Okay, I have that one
bring
too.
these though?
We could call the theater and ask.
We're just gonna walk in and you can't ruin my dream.
Just
like don't
fill up
ruin
my
this
bucket
for me. Give me popcorn. I mean, these
I think a lot of people will probably do that. So all that to say, we are doing that. And then as soon as the movie is over, we are packing into the car with our husbands. We're going to be high on Taylor Swift. And we are going to pack into the car with our husbands. And we are driving into the mountains for a couple of nights at this adorable little cabin in the mountains. And we're just going to have a relaxing couple of days. Saturday, we're going to go for a hike. We're going to play board games. We're going to sit and listen to Taylor Swift. Don't know what we're going to do. Eat.
We'll bring our journals.
Our journals. Probably bring our Switches and do some Mario Kart.
Maybe some markers and coloring books and just like kick back, relax, breathe in that fresh autumn mountain air.
Yep.
And sing.
So that's going to be our weekend.
It's honestly...
Can I ask a logistics question?
Yes.
What day are you going home?
Monday.
Okay.
Monday morning. We're going to...
Okay.
My husband was like, should we just leave Sunday morning and drive home from the mountains because we'll be closer? And I was like, no, because then that takes a whole day away from me.
That's what I was kind of hoping. I hadn't asked you this. This is just so everyone knows. Clearly, I don't reply to people. I don't make plans. I didn't even know what day you were leaving. But in my head, I was thinking, I kind of hope they don't leave Sunday because I'd like to like go for another hike on Sunday, like vibe. I don't know, like because if you left Sunday, then all we really would have was like Saturday in the mountains. So I was like, okay, cool.
No, I told my husband that. And I was like, if you're going to huff and puff about having to take Monday off, then you're not going to come with. I made that very clear to him.
You're not invited.
I was like, good. Our daughter has preschool on Monday, so we are going to drive all day Monday. Get over it or don't come.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. I was kind of hoping it was going to be Monday, but I wasn't sure. So cool. So then we're going to have all day Sunday to like go on another hike, do whatever we want, have a slow morning, make breakfast, come back here, do whatever we want. So that'll be great. But yeah, that is our weekend.
It's going to be fabulous.
In a nutshell.
Let me tell you, when you told me about the movie, we had like an inkling that there was a movie coming out and you told me that it was announced and tickets were up for sale. I don't know if I've ever sat down at my computer and like typed faster to pull up your like a theater near you. And the amount of tears that I shed for the next like 30 minutes after purchasing tickets.
I was cleaning out my car.
Couldn't stop crying.
No, I was vacuuming out my car at a car wash and you were having a meltdown.
The happiest of tears. I cried to my father-in-law about it. I cried to my mother about it. I cried to my husband about it. And all parties just looked at me as if I had lost control of myself, which I did in all fairness. But
let a girl live. Let me be happy.
And I don't think what they like,
excited.
Right. What they don't understand is that going to the Eras Tour with your best friend or just in general was one of the most magical, fun, exciting experiences to be surrounded by people with the same like love of the same music and people who dress up and just have fun and embrace like being silly and putting on costumes and dressing up and not caring what other people think about you. It is so awesome to be able to experience that. And I think the fact that there's a movie that I get to go to you with and have that, like, this is also new. No one knows what's happening. This is exciting. It's like there's so much anticipation and excitement make me cry. And I just know that that's what I'm going to do when we get to the movie theater. And that's okay. But I just felt so happy. Like that was pure joy in my mind of being like, I get to go do this with my best friend, and that is just like the coolest thing. Like this is I would tell Taylor Swift that any day. Like you give people this is what I talk
I would tell Taylor
myself.
Swift this any day.
I'm so dumb. I literally this is what I think about in the car. I'm like, if I could ever talk to Taylor, I would tell her like, you provide a space that like I get to just fully sob and have so much fun and be so excited to have. I don't know what I'm trying to say. She would not want to speak to me because I would be like, you are not, just stop. I have no words. It's just I don't know if it's, there's a trend of men would never understand, but there's plenty of men who are Swifties who would understand. It is just celebrating and being excited about something that makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something so fun about being a part of that and doing
1,000%.
that with like someone you love and like making
Yeah.
it an event. Like,
yeah,
it's so special. I feel like we're
think,
going to the Eras tour.
No, totally. And so one of our stream friends, Roxy Ray, she is not a Swiftie. She hasn't been a Swiftie her whole life. Like over the last, couple of years that she's even like known me and been friends with me, she's, not been a Swiftie. It's not something she's super interested in. However, over the last couple of months, she is like, I'm going to give Taylor Swift a shot. Like, she's like, something is happening here.
Right.
That like, you are all having so much fun. And I think it was kind of like I want to be a part of something that's making so many people happy and so many people excited. So she started listening to Taylor and she's like, I'm going to listen to every single album and go through and like try to listen to the music and get it. And she's like asking questions about the Easter eggs and she's asking questions about the movie and the tour and the merch. And this girl now has like 4 copies of Showgirl on order. So she has like full blown fallen, I will say, over the last probably like 6 to 8 weeks into Taylor Swift. And she is having so much fun with it.
Good.
And she just said today, she was like, I am having so much fun with this. Like she ordered the Target vinyl because she loves the pink. And I think it's just so cute how, and I said this to her, it's so much more than just the music. Like we all love Taylor's music. I do. Right. I love her music. I listen to it constantly, whether I'm celebrating or not, whether I'm just on a walk or driving to the grocery store, whatever. I'm listening to her music and it makes me happy. It puts me in a good headspace or it puts me in a bad headspace and allows me the space to cry or whatever it is, But what I think is what is so fun about being a Swiftie is the TikToks and the community and the people and the excitement and being able to like share stuff with you, like to just bombard you with 15 TikToks in a row about speculation or movies coming or whatever it is. And then there's there's a countdown. There's a countdown. I've got to tell this person. And it's just, I think in a society where we are all so numb to like dopamine, like our social media is in TikTok, like it's dopamine hit after dopamine hit after or serotonin. I don't know, one of the good things in your head. Like we are just hit with little micro doses of it so often that I think it's harder for like things to make us excited. And Taylor Swift is one of those things that breaks through that and allows me to get really excited. And I think a lot of people can say the same. Like
absolutely. I think that was a really good way to like speak about or like articulate that emotion. You're absolutely right. It's like genuine excitement outside of like the subliminal hits that you're getting from like little things that you're doing. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so it's like, it's one thing that like bursts through as like so excited. It's coming. Oh my gosh. Like anticipation, like excitement, like the rush. And I don't get that often. Just because of, I think the way that like society is working right now. So it brings us a lot of joy. And I think that's so cool. And I think it's so cool that we have, friends like Ray who are new to Taylor Swift and new to like the Swiftyverse and are now like having so much fun in it. And then there's people who have been diehard Swifties since debut. And then us who I part of the reason I love this and love talking about it is because it's something that I share with you.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like
Exactly.
I think what also makes people so, I'm not going to say like committed, but so like loyal to even Taylor is because they know that like it's a relationship that they not only have, it's like they love her, but it's like they get to share that excitement with some of their loved ones as well.
Right.
Like whether it be their daughter or their mom or their best friend or their cousins or, so.
Right. And
I think that's what makes it so special.
Absolutely. My husband came with when we were going to the Eras Tour movie when that first came out, like the documentary. And was that a documentary? Not really. But he was saying how it was overwhelming for him because there were people screaming and dancing. And I was like, yeah, it was a group of like 15-year-old high schoolers
Yeah.
who were having the time of their lives. That's the vibe. Like, that's exactly what is so fun, is that there are groups of friends showing up to celebrate something together. And to me, that is such a beautiful thing. And it's something where, like, I would love my daughter to watch these things and get excited with me about them one day. And I would love to take her along with us to like future tours and do things with other people that like also love these things. I don't know. It's so fun to be surrounded by that excitement, because it's not just you feeling that way, but I know when we're in the theater on Friday, we're going to be in a room full of people in the same boat as us. Like, what's about to happen? What are we about to watch? And how did you like the album so far? What's your favorite song? Like, did you make bracelets? Oh my gosh, these are so fun. It's just such an amazing community. And since the Eras tour ended, when we said we felt like this void because we weren't guessing surprise songs of a night anymore. We weren't guessing what was going to happen or what outfits were going to be. I feel like we lost that sparkle. You know, it was always like, what's next? What's going to happen now that the tour's over? And I think everyone is extremely excited about this album because it just seems like a very positive, upbeat, exciting thing that Taylor's bringing us.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I think Tortured Poets came out during the Eras tour, which was like, in my opinion, the height of Taylor Swift, you know?
Yes.
And I'm not saying she has gone down, but like the daily chatter about her has gone down because she's not on the Eras tour.
Right.
To be expected with any tour, with anything like that. But I'm more excited about this than I was Tortured Poets.
I agree. And I don't know why. I feel like Tortured Poets, I'm trying to think of like the marketing she did. She announced it during the Grammys, right? And that was just a very like, my next album, the Tortured Poets department, right? It was a very like, this is what it is. And it was all very black and white. It was not as bright and vibrant. It didn't have like the showgirl aesthetic to me, and you know it's pop. That's like, to me, everything just embodies excitement and like upbeat and happiness, whereas Tortured Poets was more mellow and laid back, or I don't want to say somber, but it was a more like poetic, focusing more on like, I think of the anthology, right? Man, I tried listening to that latter half, the anthology portion, and it's like, to me, it's a lot of work. It's almost like a book that someone's reading, but they're singing it, you know, and it's not as like tunes that get stuck in your head.
It's very lyrical. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so for this, I feel like it was positioned to us in a way of like this very exciting.
This is going to be poppy. Yeah.
Chapter. Right.
Yeah. And like the producer she's working with, I think there are two reasons I think that I might be personally a little bit more excited. The same that you just said. I think because it's been framed for us that it will be more pop. It's going to be Max Martin, Shellback. It's going to be producers she's worked with that are very much more upbeat. Glitter Gel Pen. Like this has been, you know, it's an upbeat. Travis has said it's an upbeat, you're going to dance to it type of album. So we have that. And I think I'm excited for that because I know myself and I know that those initially are the songs that I lean into. And second, I think honestly what might be making this even more exciting for me is because we have had a lack of Taylor Swift. Like during the Eras tour, it was Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. And then album. So on top of that, more Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. And it like we yearning makes the heart grow fonder, you know? Like we didn't yearn for her then because we still had her. Like we were looking forward to a new album. Everybody was so excited. But like she had so much stuff going on and we were still getting so much Taylor content that like we weren't really missing her because we were getting so much of her at the time. Yeah. And so now we've gone, you know, almost a year, I don't know, 9-10 months.
A year and a half, yeah.
And we haven't had, well, the end of the Eras tour was like what, last December?
Yes. So
like we've had like 8, 9, 10 months of nothing, and not nothing, but just little things.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why this is so much more exciting is because like we have had like the lull.
Break.
which is
Right.
sometimes needed.
Right. I totally agree with you. And I think what's also made it fun is there's so many companies, and we talked about this as soon as she announced the album, like the world leaned into it. So many brands were
Yes.
using that like orange sparkly whatever in their logo, and it's so fun and it's everywhere. And so you're constantly reminded of it. And I can't wait to sit down. Like I want to fast forward to the moment that we get to sit down, we put the Eras tour on and just get excited together. Like,
Yes.
I love the feeling that I had when we were getting ready for the Eras tour. And I feel like it's the same again, all over again. Even if we're tired and we don't go to bed until 4 a.m., I'm excited for that.
I am too.
So I also think it's going to be fun because we know we have a bunch of interviews coming up with her. She kind of released her, what did she call it? The time card?
The time card of a showgirl. Yep.
Yeah. And that's almost like our schedule of what's happening the next like week or so, or 2 weeks, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see a lot more of her. Like she's doing a couple of interviews.
Yeah.
Which
we've got the Graham Norton
hasn't
show.
done. Right.
No. So we saw the one with Travis.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Travis and Jason.
Jason.
How did I forget Jason? We got the New Heights podcast. So, I mean, an interview, but like in a very interesting setting. But like, yeah, she hasn't done promotion like this for an album for a while. And so I think like a lot of people are excited to see she's going on the Graham Norton show. She's going on Jimmy Fallon. She's going on Seth Meyers. So we're going to see a lot of her over the next, couple of weeks.
Right.
And that's exciting. I am very interested in what standby means on Saturday evening. We have standby. This is in the time card that we're referencing for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, which I'm sure you probably do. But if you don't, it's on Taylor Nation's Instagram page. And it's a time card and it shows basically what's coming up in the next week. She does this for all of her more recent album releases and just kind of gives like a breakdown, like over the next week, this is what's going on. This is what you can expect for all of the fans, just to, this is what's happening and when. And I think it's very helpful to just have that stuff laid out.
Yeah.
So around 6 or 7 p.m.-ish, it looks on Saturday night. So this will be October 4th. It just says standby. What does that mean?
I'm almost wondering if it's like a song or like a bonus track or like something that's going to drop. I don't know.
Here's my concern is like we will already have our copies of the Life of a Showgirl. So if I get my copy of the Life of a Showgirl, copies 9 of them or 8,
like a lot of copies,
however many that I have,
a lot of
and
copies.
Then she releases the deluxe edition with more songs.
Right.
I'm gonna lose it.
Well, remember when she, for Tortured Poets, released the CD with Post Malone that legitimately has one song on it?
Yeah.
That drove me nuts. Yes, we bought it, but it drove me nuts that they did that. Standby to me, I don't know. I'm not even going to think about anything because I have the amount of speculation TikToks I've watched over the past couple of days, it has gotten out of hand. This woman, she knows what she's doing. The cracks that are popping up all over the album, the way that the song titles stack up to look like the Eras Tour stage.
I saw that same TikTok.
I'm sorry, this is all becoming a little bit too much for me, Taylor. You're starting to seem like a mad scientist in my head. Yeah. Like something is too thought out. This is too much. If we get this like big bomb of like releases or something like people are saying we're going to, I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
If she just unloads everything. I'm just going to sum up what I've seen. People are saying, and I'm not going to say that I'm not good at articulating this because my brain just can't fathom that someone planned all this out so well for so long. We know that everyone's saying the Eras Tour was this key to whatever door was floating down behind her, right? Essentially what I've seen is that the eras, not just the Eras Tour, but all of her previous eras have added up to become or could be summarized as the Life of a Showgirl, and the Life of a Showgirl is going to be like closing out every era before, aka a double release of just every single unreleased song, like a whole second thing you can buy of every unreleased song she's written from every other era before. And
the
I'm like,
entire debut era.
Debut, rep. I'm talking like need, things that maybe she's written, or you can always find your way back home. Songs like that, they get put on a disc like those songs were on standby or something. And those were not just necessarily vault tracks, how that picture in the Target ad is it's puffier. And so apparently a vault could be behind that picture. That's like vaults get hidden behind big picture frames. There's been so much. I can't think of this anymore because it all adds up too much that I'm almost convinced.
Just too much. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to question Taylor Swift's, like, she can't be human if she's actually thought all that through.
No.
And it's like, it actually makes sense.
I think she's hiding some things. I think people are finding clues where there aren't clues. But
Right.
I think that I like not every single thing that every single person speculates is going to be true.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. So, I totally agree. And I'm like, I
yeah.
can't even think about this stuff anymore. It's
and it's
too
hard
much.
It's not all in her brain.
Right.
Not all of that's in her brain, and not all of that is in one single person's brain either, because all of these ideas are coming from thousands of different people on the internet. And so and then we as individuals are trying to consume all of those thousands of different people's ideas, and it's overwhelming, and it's
so
a puzzle, and it's too much. I think it's I don't know.
I'm saying it right now. If she drops everything from before and is like, I'm done with this chapter, that's been my Life of a Showgirl, like, on to the next. I'm getting married. I want to do other things now. Like, eras, we got it all. Like, thank you for coming to the tour. I was able to buy all my music back because of that. Here's my unreleased
album. And then
album.
is she just
Close
done
the door.
Performing?
No, then she'll do her own thing after. And like, maybe then it's the 13th album, which I feel like is going to be an incredibly special one for her. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, if I'm her, I'm not touring for a while. Like, I'm not touring for a long time.
I've seen a lot of speculation that, like, whatever this is, like, we're going to get an announcement for the next tour. I've seen a lot of tour talk. I don't think.
How would she do that? How could she so quickly turn around to another tour that would even top the Eras tour?
I want that. I don't want that at the same time.
I know.
Personally, would love to see another tour. For her, I want her to live her life. I want her to go get married. I want her to be a newlywed. I want her to get to enjoy
what you want to do.
Continue baking her sourdough. Like, give her just time
and
to relax.
I wouldn't. I think, yes, your tour regardless would be super successful because of the Eras tour success too. Like, we know everyone would still want to go, even if it was just the Life of a Showgirl tour and it wasn't like the Eras tour. That would be fine too. I don't think
it would sell out the same way. Yeah.
Right. And I truly don't think she would do that, honestly, with where she's at in life. I think it's too soon. And that's why I'm like, she could just close the door and she could just say, like, this has been my life. I've been a showgirl, and I am now, like, at a point where I've been able to buy my music back because of it. And I've been able to, like, take ownership back of all this work that I put in. I'm going to close the door on that. Like, my Life of a Showgirl is kind of over. Maybe I am going to take a break for a little bit. Here's everything you've been asking for. Like, there it is. We're done. You've been on standby for it. Here it all is. I don't know. That could be the 2 a.m. thing when they're saying what's happening at 2 a.m. because then you have until 4 a.m. that you're going to be up. It could be 2 hours worth of these unreleased songs. I have no expectations of it. I have no care if it does or does not. Well, if it does happen, I'll probably pass out. If it doesn't happen, I don't care. Like, that's fine. I don't care because then it's something to look forward to.
Like I said last week, I think we're going to get something. I don't think it's just going to be a 1 hour thing.
No.
Because she said 4 a.m. and maybe that was just so off the cuff and she said 4 a.m. because we're going to be so excited.
Said it to say it, right.
Exactly. I don't know if it's actually going to be, just an hour and that's all it is. I'm so excited if that's what it is, because we get a movie or a music video sing-along thing. We get a brand new album with 12 songs. We have so much to celebrate, and we have all these interviews. Like, if it is what has been announced to us, I am unbelievably excited. If it is something a little bit more, I'm so excited.
Great.
I will like take whatever is coming and I'm so excited for it. And I know that I'm not going to like, I just need to be okay not knowing ahead of time.
There will be no disappointment. Regardless,
No,
there will be no disappointment if nothing more comes. That's fine. That is totally fine. So
absolutely.
I'm on the same page as you. I'm just like, I'm not clowning for anything. I'm just riding this excitement high right now of like whatever happens, and I just can't wait to like experience whatever's coming. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm
excited I'm excited for what we're like, oh my God.
Right.
I'm just excited for that moment of like whatever it is, you know?
It's gonna be like 6 p.m. on Saturday when standby is supposed to happen. It's just gonna be like, continue standing by until tomorrow.
Dude, we're gonna piss our husbands off so much.
Good.
We're gonna be like, I don't care what you guys want to do on Saturday night.
You guys can go set up a teepee in the background or like go set up a little tree fort. Go do something outside. Go set up something fun. Out. We're on standby.
Leave us. Yeah. God, so that'll be a blast. Okay. To wrap up this week's episode, it's going to be a little bit longer one because we're not quite done yet. But to wrap up today's episode, we have an activity that we have both done. And I would like Mandi to explain it because she came up with it and she called me the other day and said, I have homework for you. And I went really in depth with this and I'm sorry, but like you need to match my energy because I did this. And so you need to do it too.
I'm laughing.
So you need to tell everybody what you made me do.
We've been prepping. Look what you made me do. We've been prepping for the Life of a Showgirl release. And I know a lot of people have been doing this too, by listening to every album leading up to this. So what I wanted to do was really get some kind of understanding of where we're at with like which albums we like best if we had to rank them or try to rank them, as well as our favorite songs. Go ahead. Were you gonna say
I was just
something?
going to say, because I think in the way that you kind of approach this is like, we have what we think are our favorite albums, you know, like you would ask me and I would say this, and this, like, these are my favorite albums. And I've been saying the same thing for years, but
correct.
I've grown up.
Things change.
And more albums have come out. And I think that it's kind of like, unless you take a really serious step back and look at each album, it's hard to say, like, I think there's like recency bias. Right. It's like, I love Tortured Poets. Oh my God, I love Tortured Poets, but it's also the most recent album to come out, you know? Like, there's recency bias. There's like nostalgia behind the older ones. And so I think it's the method that you have come up with and the system that you had us both walk through kind of helped us step away from that bias.
Right. That's it. So I wanted it to be more data-based. Okay, bear with me. So what we did was Teddy and I took every album and we wrote down every single song in the album as well as vault tracks for the ones that have vault tracks. And what we did, I made an equation. It's quite simple. Basically what you do is you look through every album and as you listen to it, highlight your favorite songs, and not just your favorite songs, the ones you like. The only ones you don't highlight are immediate songs that you skip or songs you don't like or that you don't listen to because you don't want to or you don't vibe with it. Everything else you highlight. So then what you're going to do at the end is we were dividing the number of highlighted songs by the total number of songs in the album because obviously some albums have 14 songs, some have 31. So you have to kind of keep it consistent and then multiply it by 100 to understand what percent, like how much do you actually like this album? And then using percentages, we're going to rank them. And so that was more of a data approach rather than like the personal bias or your recency bias, right? So, I mean, there is an asterisk on this. This does not take into account like how much you like the songs. So like some of these songs you could absolutely love. And so that's okay. That can still be your favorite song. And like albums, like my percentage album is not my number one album. Yeah. But it's up there. But like the one I resonate the most with or like the one I enjoy the most is not what was my number one.
Correct.
So
yeah, I feel the same way. Like it's what album do you like the most of?
Yep.
Not what album do you like the most? You know,
right.
It's not like what you enjoy the most, but it's like as a completionist, like what album in its entirety do you enjoy the most?
Right.
So
exactly.
Yes, like obviously I have like I think I think Lavender Haze is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. Love it.
Yep.
Love it. But that doesn't mean that Midnight's is my favorite album. You know,
Right.
It could be,
Right.
but it doesn't mean it is.
Exactly.
So
it was a fun way to like break it down
yes.
in a different way.
Uh-huh.
Then I don't know why I wanted to do it that way. I was just like, I feel that this would give us a different perspective, and I'm just curious.
Yes. Okay.
Like,
so how would you like to walk through these?
should we start from our least favorite and go to the most favorite?
Sure.
And just like list them out?
Sure.
Should we list them out fully, like one by one, or should we go back and forth and like bounce back? What's the word?
Let's go back and forth.
Ping pong. Okay.
Mhm.
So number 11, our most, based off of data, okay,
Mhm.
our least liked Taylor Swift song.
Okay.
You go
Album.
first.
Not song.
Album.
Not
Thank
song.
you.
Unfortunately, my number 11 is Taylor Swift debut
That's fair.
with a
Mine
solid 35%.
Wow. Okay. 35% though to start
Mhm.
is good. Mine with 29% is
Okay.
Evermore.
Oh.
Shocker. I tried really hard too.
Yeah. That's okay. That's
Okay.
okay.
Number 10.
Okay. Number 10 for me with a 46%.
Good jump.
Fearless.
Wow. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Ow, that hurts a little bit.
Sorry. I even highlighted Hey Steven for you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sad.
Mhm.
Okay, my 36% is next. And number
Okay.
10 for me is Taylor Swift debut. That
Okay.
one was a little rough to re-listen to. It was fine, but like not a lot of songs I would pick
Yeah.
to listen to, you know?
Agreed. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Number 9 for me at 58%.
Wow. Okay.
I know. My percentage is
You're
a little bit
doing
higher
a
than
big,
yours.
you're doing good jumps.
Yeah. I have a tie in here, so we'll get there.
Yep.
Number 9 for me at 58%, Evermore.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
So it was number 9 for me, number 11 for you.
And I get that. I re-listened to it. 29% is a high for me, I thought, because I re-listened to it and I was like, no, I like this song. I get that. I see why. Okay, so my number 9 and number 8 are tied, actually. So my
Ooh.
next two are a tie at 43%. I have Tortured Poets Department.
Wow.
Right. And Red.
Okay.
Which I was surprised Red was so low, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of songs on Red.
Yeah.
There's
there
a
is.
lot of songs.
There is. Okay.
So now let's do number 8 for you.
And 7? Because you did 7.
Do you have a
and 8.
tie?
No. But you did number 7.
No, 8 and 9 were a tie for me.
Oh, okay. Number 8 for me at a 63% was also Red.
Wow. Okay, so we
Yeah.
like Red about the same.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. Mine was 43%.
Yeah, mine
take
was
it back.
63. But we, in terms of ranking, it's about the
Yep.
same for us. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so now jumping into number 7, right?
Yep. Number
This
7
is-
for me. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Continue going first? Okay. Number 7 for me at a 66%. And I will say this was absolutely shocking for me. Broke my heart that this is number 6. Number 7. Because I thought this was in my top 3.
Oh my gosh.
1989.
Wow, really? And what was the percentage?
Number 7, 66. So it's a
66,
pretty high
okay.
percentage. It's a pretty high percentage. But I really, truly, I would have said 1989 is in my top 3 favorite albums.
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Wow, that one's shocking. That is shocking to me. My number 7, which surprised me for how high it was, is Folklore.
Okay.
But I have to say that with a grain of salt because it was almost a tie with my number 6. And then I was looking at some songs and I was like, oh, it'd be within a percent of each other. So I'll do number 6 real fast. Midnight's at 52%. So I have 52 and 53% that I'm juggling with for Midnight's and Folklore.
Okay. My next, we're tied for 5. My 5 and my 6 are tied.
Ooh, okay.
And I didn't break the tie. They are just simply a tie.
Yep.
So tied for 5 is Speak Now
Wow. Okay.
and Lover.
Wow. What were the percentages for those?
68.
68%.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going up a lot slower. I'm like 63, 66, 68.
Yep.
So I'm going up a little bit slower now.
Oh my goodness. Okay. My number 5 at 54% was 1989.
Okay. Okay.
So 1989 was a hard one
you
because
still haven't said Fearless, and that was my number 10.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
1989 was a difficult one because I skip a lot of 1989, but I know the songs.
Yeah.
And like probably because of you, because you always played it in college. That was like your CD that you had in your car.
It was.
But I was like, I skip a lot of them, but like Shake It Off is it brings back like the best memories for me.
I had a hard time with that because 1989 specifically, because I love 1989 and I love the bangers. I love Shake It Off. I love Style. I love Blank Space. But I'll be honest, I skip Blank Space and Shake It Off and Style all the time because I feel like they're overplayed. Like I hear them too much.
Totally
I highlighted
agree.
them. I did.
Same.
I highlighted them, but I will say, you want to know which two I didn't highlight, which I think people will like
which
kind
one?
of riot behind in 1989. I didn't highlight Out of the Woods, and I also didn't highlight Wildest Dreams.
I'm sad about Wildest Dreams, if I'm being honest.
I don't love either of those songs.
Oh, I love that song. I didn't highlight
Wildest Dreams.
I know. See, I can't wait to look at what you highlighted. I didn't like the vault tracks of 1989 at all.
I liked 3 of them. I liked
only
3
liked
of the 5.
I liked Say Don't Go, and that was it.
No, we don't talk.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so that's interesting.
Okay. So anyway, that was what, 5 for you?
That was 5, yep.
Okay.
So now 4.
So number 4 for me, Tortured Poets Department.
Wow, okay. That's high up there, I feel like.
70%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Pretty high.
Number 4 for me, Broke My Heart. This was really hard to write down. It was Fearless.
Oh.
62%. And Fearless is like, I will die on the hill of that's my favorite album.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart to like put it as number 4. I was like, that stinks. But number 4, based off data, Fearless.
Okay.
So number 3.
Number 3 for me, at a 73%, Reputation.
Wow. High up there.
High up there. I love rap.
I do too.
And I will say, I only have 4 skips on rep.
Okay.
I had 11 out of 15 songs highlighted.
Yep.
I think you may absolutely...
Don't tell me.
Kill me.
Don't tell me.
Do you want to hear my 4 skips?
Not really.
Okay, I won't tell you.
I do want to hear them.
So It Goes.
Okay.
King of My Heart.
How would
Dancing
you skip that?
with Our Hands Tied. And Dress.
How would you skip King of My Heart and Dancing with Our Hands Tied? Those songs.
I don't know.
Do you see my arm?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is my camera good enough to see my goosebumps at how hurtful that is?
I don't know.
Between Fearless and those two.
I gave you Hey Stephen.
You gave me Hey Stephen. We'll talk more on that in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That was number 3?
That was 3. Yep.
Okay.
That was 3.
My number 3, and I was shocked at how well this one did. It was Speak Now at 68%.
Oh,
and
my Speak Now is 68% too.
Really?
Yeah.
You said, okay, I took a mental note when you said that.
Mine was a lot lower on my list, but it was 68%.
I think when I was highlighting Speak Now, those are some of the most like pivotal. I have a feather in my throat.
I know, I could hear it.
I have a feather in my throat right now. Do you see them flying around?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm moving. These were high school for us. And I remember like Mine and Mean. Those were songs in high school that like I will just never forget, and I love listening to them. That's like a classic to me. That is a classic Taylor Swift album in my head. And those vault tracks were my favorite vault tracks of all of them. I had every single one of them highlighted except for one of them.
Same. I had every single one of the vault tracks highlighted. Okay, so let's go through Speak Now. I want to see what you highlighted.
Okay.
So what did you highlight?
You want me to list all the songs?
I mean, you could list the songs or you could just list the ones you didn't highlight, I guess.
I did not highlight Dear John.
Okay.
The Story of Us.
Okay.
Innocent.
Okay.
Haunted.
Mm-hmm.
Last Kiss.
Yep.
Better Than Revenge. And Castles Crumbling, a vault track.
Okay.
Everything else got highlighted.
Very different non-highlights.
Really? What did you highlight? Or not highlight?
I did not highlight because I had 15 of 22 highlighted. I did not highlight Back to December.
Okay.
I did not highlight Never Grow Up. I did not highlight Innocent.
Okay.
I did not highlight Last Kiss.
Okay.
I did not highlight Superman. I did not highlight Electric Touch.
Okay.
I did not highlight Castles Crumbling.
So we were like half and half, same but different.
Yeah.
Wow. I think one of my favorite vault tracks on this album is Foolish One. That song has like become one of my
That's a cute
favorite
like
songs.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we showed Speak Now a lot of love. And I
did.
feel like that's just like when it was introduced to us. Like that is so, it was very much so like sophomore year of high school or like maybe freshman year. I don't know. But that was like a really big deal in high school. One.
Yeah. I think it was like 20.
So that makes sense.
Okay. Number two.
Number two. Yes. I'm excited to hear it.
My number two at 76%. I'm going to cry. Is
so
Midnight's.
Number two?
Number two.
What? What? Okay. Die. What songs did you not highlight on Midnight's?
So in Midnight's, I did not highlight. Where is it? I did not highlight. And again, these are going to be hot takes for a lot of people.
That's okay. That's okay.
I did not highlight Maroon.
People would riot for that one.
I know.
Okay.
It's not my favorite.
I didn't highlight it either.
I did not highlight Snow on the Beach. I did not highlight Labyrinth.
Okay.
I did not highlight Bigger Than the Whole Sky. And I did not highlight Dear Reader. The more I hear Dear Reader, the more I like it. But upon first glance, when I did this, I did not highlight Dear Reader.
We have all this. None of the ones that all the ones you did not highlight, I did not highlight either.
But then you also didn't highlight some more. Yeah.
More. Dear Reader, I was actually listening to it in the car today. And I wanted to skip it so bad because one portion of it when she sings, it sounds like the T-Pain auto-tune. And I'm like, this is Taylor Swift times T-Pain. I cannot listen to this. Yeah. I love T-Pain. Don't get me wrong. I love his music. I was listening to a different song with him in it today on repeat because I love him. But I was like, Taylor, that's not for you. This just didn't make sense. So, I'm shocked that that's your number two.
What is your number two?
My number two. And now we're at similar percentages at 74%.
Okay.
Lover.
Okay.
Which kind of surprised me a little bit that it was so high. But there are a lot of sweet songs that I just listened to. And
Lover. I think Lover was higher on my list than I don't know. It was higher on my list than I expected it to be.
It's a great album.
I was at 68% for Lover and you were at what, 72 you said?
74.
74. Okay. So we're not far off.
No, very similar.
So like maybe a song or two.
Yeah. Which is very interesting. I mean, Lover had a lot of songs that got overplayed, I feel like.
Yeah, it did.
Lover had a lot of like really, I don't know how to describe those songs, like Me, right? A lot of people were really not interested in that song. But the other ones I feel like were great.
So what did you not highlight?
I did not highlight The Archer. Soon You'll Get Better. You Need to Calm Down. Me, and It's Nice to Have a Friend.
Okay, we're similar. I didn't highlight Lover. I didn't highlight The Archer. I did not highlight Cornelia Street. I didn't highlight Soon You'll Get Better. I didn't highlight It's Nice to Have a Friend. And I didn't highlight Daylight. Yeah.
You didn't highlight Daylight? That song... Hang on, let me go. I have like
I do
12.
like it. I like it. And the more I hear it, again, I've been listening to like some more Like the past few days in stream, I've been listening to a like relaxed, low, like real chill Taylor Swift playlist that somebody created on Spotify. And a lot of the songs that I didn't highlight have been on this playlist.
Yeah.
And so I've been hearing them. So like I've heard Daylight several times over the last couple of days. And I've heard Dear Reader a couple of times over the last several days. And it's kind of making me wish that I had highlighted them, but this was this snapshot at this moment in time.
That's exactly how it's supposed to be. That's the fun of this. Yeah. It's going to change.
Right.
I think Daylight, I have I tried to list my favorite songs in order, and Daylight is in my top 10 of all Taylor Swift songs. I don't know. I feel very passionately about that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So number one, based off data, Teddy, what is your data-based favorite Taylor Swift song?
Based off of data in the numbers that have been crunched. My number one favorite Taylor Swift song, based off of percentage of album liked.
Yep. Oh.
The amount of albums I like.
Okay.
Is Folklore.
Wow.
Folklore. I already know what yours is because of process of elimination. Mine's Folklore.
Oh my gosh. What's the percentage?
82.
Holy cow.
There were only a couple of songs, 3, that I skipped on Folklore. Mm-hmm.
Tell me them.
7.
Okay.
Epiphany.
Okay.
Which I do like. I really like Epiphany because if I am remembering correctly, is that the one she wrote about her? I think Epiphany is about her grandpa and World War II.
Oh,
so like I really like the story behind Epiphany, and I like the lyrics, and I think it tells a wonderful story, but it's not my favorite song. I don't know. It was one of my skips. So 7, Epiphany, and Hoax were the 3 that I skipped. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I know that you've always liked Folklore. Like that's always been an album that you vibed with. I'm not surprised
as much as I didn't think it was this much.
I thought it would be for you. I thought Folklore would be like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Like if I had to guess, that's where I would put it for you.
Me
Behind
too.
Midnight's 1989.
Behind 1989. Yeah.
Yep. That's how I would have listed those for you.
I think I probably would have guessed. I think I probably would have said, if I had to guess my own, I would have said Midnight's, 1989, Rep, Folklore.
Yes.
I think that's what my guess would have been.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
That's so wild. Isn't that fun? It's so interesting. But yes, process of elimination, my database favorite Taylor Swift album at 87%.
Wow.
Reputation.
Even higher than mine. Okay, so what? You only left 1 off of Rep? 1 or 2?
2. And sorry, I know this is going to make people mad, but Dress and New Year's Day were the 2 songs that I did not highlight. Okay. I don't know why I don't mind it. Both songs, like I was listening to Dress and I was singing it, but like I skip it if it comes on. And same with New Year's Day. I skip them and I'm like, I'm not just going to highlight them to highlight them. I just don't vibe. But Reputation, and I knew that's one of my favorites. I'd put it in like top 3 for sure, but for me, it is Fearless. Like Fearless is my favorite album. And when I listed out my favorite Taylor Swift songs, my first 3 are Fearless.
Yeah.
I think Hey Steven for sure. I was so curious, like what songs do I really enjoy? Hey Steven will always be my favorite Taylor Swift song. And then Fearless, like the song Fearless.
Yeah.
It just makes me so, I don't know why. Fearless. Why is it so emotional? And then The Way I Loved You. So Fearless really, I feel like that emotional connection is there, but data-wise.
Did I highlight The Way I Loved You? I did, yeah.
You're going to have to send me your Fearless list because I'm offended. I'm not going to get over that. My
Fearless list, 12 out of 26.
That's not terrible.
No, I didn't. For me, it was like the second half of the album. I highlighted, I skipped. I'll just tell you what I'll tell you what I highlighted. I highlighted Fearless, 15, Love Story, Hey Steven, You Belong With Me, Tell Me Why, The Way I Loved You, Forever and Always, Jump Then Fall, Forever and Always Piano, Today Was a Fairy Tale, and Mr. Perfectly Fine.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense. We had all the same ones highlighted, and then I just had a few more on there.
You had more highlighted, yeah.
Like Come In With the Rain, The Other Side of the Door, That's When, and Don't You. some of the vault
other
tracks.
side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
Come
that's
in with
good.
the rain.
I
don't
struggled
know
with that one.
why. I just love it. It's just fun to look at. And like, I'm sorry, but debut, there's like 5 songs.
Debut was tough. I highlighted 5.
Yeah, same. 5.
Tim McGraw, Picture to Burn.
Yep.
Teardrops on My Guitar.
Yep.
Should Have Said No, and Our Song.
I didn't highlight Should Have Said No, and it's one that bothered me that I didn't.
I love that one.
Our Song and I'm Only Me When I'm With You.
I'm only me when I'm with you. Okay.
Because that's a fun one. But otherwise, it's a really fun like practice.
Yeah.
To go through and do this. It took a while.
It did. It took a solid couple hours.
It did, but it was really, really fun to go through it. And I was like, this is so not what I thought it would be, but I'm glad we did it. It almost like just brought more excitement leading up to this week and got me in the Taylor Swift mood again.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that we spent the time doing that because I was so curious to know what data-driven evidence we had to share today.
And I don't know. I have a hard time. Like, I do love folklore, but and that's
okay.
I love Midnights.
Again,
so
the asterisk, it's what you enjoy, like what brings you the most joy, and you get to pick that.
I think,
so whatever.
I think for me, it's just vibes. Like some days I'm certainly in a folklore vibe. Some days I'm not.
Totally. Like some days I want to listen to Hey Stephen and Fearless and happy, fun songs, and some days it's like, I was surprised how much I love the song The Lakes or The Great War. Like those are slower songs, but like some days that's what I want. And it works. And Daylight, like a slower song, but they're like emotionally connecting to you, you know?
Yep.
So
it
was fun. So thank you for doing your homework and playing along. I give you an A+.
Thank you.
A++, except
Even
actually no, you get an
songs.
F because Fearless was at the bottom of your list.
And because I didn't highlight Dress. Oh no, you didn't highlight Dress
so
either. The other one, King of My Heart.
That
I did give you Hey Stephen though.
That's the biggest one. And who doesn't love that song?
Yeah.
I love seeing that stuff on TikTok. So that's what like prompted me to do it, where people like sharing their hot takes about Taylor Swift songs that they like and don't like. And I was like, fine, we'll do it. But thank you all for listening to us break that down, because that was a lot of data talk.
A lot of data.
no one wants to listen to that.
Well, we are going to thank you all for listening to an extra long episode today. Also, we are going to have a lot of info next week. We'll get to recap our weekend together, everything we did, from Taylor Swift to mountains and hanging out.
Teddy's birthday.
Yeah, my birthday. Forgot that was happening. You'll get a full breakdown of what has happened over the next week. In the meantime, it's show business, baby.
I can't even say anything after that. Thanks for listening, friends. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.